Hearing that Sun Yukai actually booked a golden box upstairs, everyone present was shocked. You know, in the entire Urus Hill, Classic Mansion is one of the top hotels. Even some savvy figures in the upper class of Urus Hill, who trust their relationships and spend a lot of money, can hardly be able to book a golden box. Among the people present, even President Pei, who has the highest status, had no chance to enter the golden box for dinner, and they had never even seen how luxurious it was. Now, Sun Yukai is going to entertain all the people present in the golden box, so that they have the opportunity to go in and see. This is really surprising and exciting. In comparison, Jacob's small bronze box is completely rubbish that can't make it to the table. At the thought of this, everyone felt a little disappointed in Jacob. When they look at Sun Yukai, they have an indescribable appreciation. President Pei was a little moved, but after all, he agreed to come to Jacob's dinner first, so it was not easy to make a decision directly, so he deliberately asked everyone for their opinions and said, "You have such a kind invitation. What do you mean?" Someone couldn't help saying, "President, I haven't been to the Golden Box, just take this opportunity to learn more." "Yes, President. It's also good to go in and take a few photos and post to a circle of friends." President Pei saw that everyone seemed to want to go to the Golden Box, so he smiled and said, "Since everyone thinks so, let's go and see?" "Yes, let's go." Everyone agreed. Sun Yukai was overjoyed and said with a big smile, "Everyone, please come upstairs." Jacob on the side was depressed and broke. Today, he was obviously the one who invited them to dinner. Who would know that this would have killed a Sun Yukai halfway through? This guy made a golden box, ran over and said a few words, and cut off the meal he had carefully prepared. It cost 20,000 to order this meal. The key is that the money spent, not only did not play any role, but because of the appearance of Sun Yukai, he was looked down upon by everyone. This made Jacob extremely annoyed. This time he really picked up a rock and hit his own foot. When everyone was about to move upstairs, Sun Yukai looked at Jacob with a smug look, and said sarcastically, "Jacob, you old rag, you must have never seen how luxurious the golden box is. Or you should come here too. Sit down?" Upon hearing this, Jacob felt even more embarrassed and unbearable. He blurted out angrily and retorted, "Sun Yukai, who do you say is the old pauper? Do you think I am someone who has never seen the world? I tell you, I have seen all the 10 floors of the Brilliant Club, a golden box in Classic Mansion. That's it. How can you say it from your broken mouth? It's like better than the Jade Emperor's High Heaven Palace." Sun Yukai laughed and said, "Oh, I said Jacob, you really laughed at me. You have been to the Brilliant Club because of your poor virtue? You have also been to the 10th floor that can only be enjoyed by VIP members? Would you not? Are you going to clean the house?" Hearing Sun Yukai's ridicule, everyone couldn't help laughing. Everyone has the same opinion as Sun Yukai. The bronze box of Classic Mansion can be ordered by ordinary people through gritted teeth, but the Brilliant Club is only for members. If you want to become a member, you have very high requirements. If your qualifications, abilities, and financial resources are not up to standard, you will have no chance to get in and spend money. Therefore, among the people present today, not even one has been to the 5th floor of the Brilliant Club. Even Sun Yukai himself had just made a member of the lowest level of the Brilliant Club. When Jacob said that he had been on the 10th floor, everyone naturally didn't believe it. Jacob didn't expect to tell the truth, but these people felt that he was bragging, so they said with a bit of annoyance, "My son-in-law arranged for me and some old classmates to go up. You don't believe me and I fell down." Sun Yukai laughed loudly. "I know that your son-in-law, Urus Hill's first live-in son-in-law, isn't he? I heard that he is a stinky silkworm who eats soft rice. He is not as good as you. Why does he take you to the Brilliant Club?" Jacob snorted coldly, "Believe it or not." Sun Yukai smiled and said, "If you really have this ability, why don't you invite the president to have fun in the Brilliant Club? Why do you have to book a low-grade bronze box in Classic Mansion?" After speaking, he suddenly realized, "Oh, I understand, you have not put the president and other executive directors in your eyes. Do you think that their status is worthy of sitting in bronze? The poor box? Don't deserve to go to the Brilliant Club at all? When Sun Yukai spoke, Jacob, who was immediately blocked, couldn't argue. This Sun Yukai is too bad and very clever. For a while, he seems to be wearing a high hat, but for a while, you can't get off the stage. Therefore, no matter how angry Jacob was at this moment, he could not find any reason to refute Sun Yukai. So, he could only say angrily, "I didn't mean that." Seeing that his combat power is so weak, Sun Yukai couldn't help wave his hand, and said, "Forget it, I don't bother to talk nonsense with you. With your patience, you also deserve to be a standing director? I really want you to be. Wouldn't it be laughable and generous in the future?" After speaking, he turned to look at President Pei and the others, immediately put on a warm smile, and said, "President, let's go." Sun Yukai set a golden box for everyone, which won the favor of many people present, and even a few standing directors who were originally in a neutral attitude gave him a kind smile. Jacob stomped his feet with anger when he saw such a scene, but he was helpless. Zhu Wen next to him grabbed him and whispered in his ear, "Brother Wilson, you don't have to be discouraged. The current situation is just a dispute of spirit.